Mongoose 3.
About 2 weeks ago, I became homeless. What happened was my landlord evicted me. I couldn't make rent for 1 month, and then they evicted me. So ever since about 2 weeks ago, I've been homeless, living out of my car. Honestly, it's not that bad. This isn't a sob story. I'm just essentially explaining my position here, right? So, reason I couldn't pay rent, I wasn't working, and I have over $30,000 of debt that I have to pay. So I'm literally broker than broke right now. So kind of digging myself out of a hole here, and that's what this series is going to be about. So if if this is your first video that you're watching of me, then that's awesome, because you're going to get to see a story of starting all the way down and basically just picking ourselves up, right? And my stomach just growled. I'm starving because I have no money for food. So I have 22 cents in my bank account right now. And yeah, so basically we're digging ourselves out of a hole here, and I'm bringing you guys along for the journey. And essentially what inspired me to do this was I was in McDonald's earlier today, stealing their Wi-Fi, not even eating. I was just stealing their Wi-Fi. And I see this person, she just ordered, and then she's on the phone with someone. I overheard her because she was talking loud. I don't know why people take personal calls inside of McDonald's, but that's what she was doing. So whatever. But so I overhear her. Apparently she was on the phone with like a therapist or something, basically saying she just got kicked out of her apartment. I don't know what to do. I'm literally in a McDonald's, like freaking out. I'm talking, this lady was like screaming, and she was about my age. I'll let you guess whether or not she had a septum piercing. But she was like on the phone with the therapist, like, oh, my life's over, this and that. And, meanwhile, she's got money for food. I don't have money for food. I don't have money for anything. I have negative money. I have negative money for food. That's what I have. So yeah, she's going on and on like, oh, this is the end for me, blah, blah, blah. If that's how you're thinking, then you're probably not going to make it out. But, if you keep a strong mindset, you can make your way out. So, yeah, I explain my situation. I'm homeless right now. I kind of just want to show people how it is to not only live like this, but also, what kind of steps you have to take to get out. So I'm starting off broker than broke, like I just said, right? Literally, I have a mountain of debt that I have to pay off before I can even think about, getting into like renting a place or getting somewhere to live, right? So it's going to be me and my car for a little while. And you kind of have to accept that. And you have to also accept the fact that, you're in this position because of you and no one else, right? There's a very small percentage of people who are in similar situations where it's not their fault, but majority of people who find themselves in a position like this, it's your fault. And the quicker you accept that, the quicker you can pull up your bootstraps and, get to work and make a better life for yourself, right? So yeah, I kind of just want to do this series to kind of show people, bring you guys along for the journey. Basically just show people there's still hope. Like, you don't have to go straight to the mindset of that girl I saw in McDonald's, right? Now, it's easy to get upset about your position, but don't dwell on it. Like, that's not going to do you any good, right? So next steps, what are we doing, right? So I just got approved to go on DOORDAsh, so to like deliver people food and stuff like that. That's another thing. I'm very fortunate that I still have this car. Now, it may not be registered or insured, but you got to make do. You got to make do with what you got. So that's where I'm at right now. So we are fortunate to at least have a vehicle, which is going to make it easy to get money, right? So just got approved for DoorDash. I'm still waiting on Uber Eats to approve me, but once we have both of those, it's going to be huge. But right after I stop filming, I'm going to start driving, delivering food to people, making a little bit of money. You know, we'll see how much I make. I don't really know how that whole thing works as far as earnings go, but we're going to find out, and I'll update you guys after I'm done driving. I'll show you how many hours I did it for and what I ended up making. So yeah, aside from that, the gym I go to, which costs like $10 a month. If you're homeless and you don't have a gym membership, you got to get one, because how are you going to shower? Where are you going to change? How are you going to stay active and, you know, fit, right? How are you going to do that if you're, you know, just living on the street with $10 a month? Come on, guys. If you can't scrape together $10 a month, then, you know, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, so the gym I go to, I saw a flyer on the wall saying they're hiring. So, you know, I've got a sales background. I found out they're hiring sales consultants to sell memberships and personal training. I'm like, oh, sick. I love the gym and I'm good at sales. So it was right up my alley. So that job starts in 3 days, 4 days. Today's Thursday. Starts on Monday. So you guys can count the days. I'm not going to do it. But yeah, so that's when I start. So I probably won't see a paycheck from that until about 3 weeks after I start, depending on how they do their payroll. But DoorDash is immediate, which is great because I'm fucking starving. So yeah, that's great. And then diet-wise, what we're going to do is gallon of milk. Gallon of whole milk. It's like $3, 2,500 calories, like 130 grams of protein, and then I don't know what the other macros are, but you know, it's gonna keep me going, and it's gonna keep me from deteriorating, which is good. And it's cheap. It's the cheapest option. I can just sip on a gallon of milk all day, and it's easy. Yeah, it's not gonna be good. I've been doing it for 2 weeks now, and it's honestly, it's horrible, but you know, it keeps me fed. It keeps me from deteriorating. Also doesn't help. I'm lactose intolerant, so you know, I get in the shits all day. But you know, you got to do what you got to do. So so yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I'm gonna end this and then start door dashing. I'll update you guys when I'm done. Hello. How are you? Good. I'm picking up for Malia.
Gotcha. I'm just packing up that right now for you, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Have a good one, sir. So my tire got pushed all the way back, and now it's rubbing up against part of the frame there. So it's quite literally undrivable. I'm gonna see how I can fix it, but you guys can't really see, but there's a piece of the frame sticking out right there, and it's rubbing against the tire, so I can't even turn the wheel. Might have fixed it. I took a crowbar and just stuck it in there like that, pried the wheel forward, but heard like a metal clinking sound when I did it, so I'm not sure. Something kind of fell out of it. All right, let's see how she drives. So far, so good. Turns all right. Oh yeah, I think we did it. We got her done. Let's go. Nope. Nope. That did not sound like let's go. Okay, shit. So I took the tire off, and it seems like it's something to do with this here, which I don't know what that is, but yeah. So throwing a new wheel on there, yeah. All right, moment of truth. We got the new tire on. Got the old one sitting passenger. So let's see if she rolls. Fuck, where's my parking brake? Oh, it's all the way down there. All right. Okay. Do a loop around this way. Good. All right, so we're good. Okay, so what I noticed is it rolls all right, and then on braking, boom, and then accelerating. So I'm not quite sure what that is, but hopefully it's nothing major. So I am absolutely cooked. Big time. So as soon as I start door dashing, my car just decides to fucking bug out and get all mangled. Now that whole front passenger side wheelbase is just mangled. Only a mechanic can fix it, if they even can fix it. The car's already fucking totaled. The seat belts don't work, right? It's a nightmare, but this is what I got, so I got to work with it. But yeah, as you guys saw, when I was accelerating, it started clinking, and when I brake, it would clink back. So that was the wheel basically moving forward and back, and when it moved back, it would push against the frame of the car. So that's why this wheel, which I'm sleeping next to tonight, so I'll update you on if there's any funny business happening, but she'll be a good girl, I think. But yeah, so this big old girl, this big broad right here, was pushing into the frame because it's so big and fat, keeps fucking eating, right? Not sparing any food for me. So I threw the spare on there, which is like a lot smaller diameter, so it's still moving back and forth, but it's not pushing against the frame like it was before. So it drives, but it's a little iffy. So I just drove for about like 40 minutes coming back to the gym, so I could shower and all that. And yeah, it's not looking good. Not looking good, bruv. So, yeah, I mean, I can drive to work and back to the gym. By the way, guys, I work at a separate location for the same gym chain. So yeah, that's why I'd be going back and forth. But yeah, that's about a 5-mile drive. Now it's late at night. It's about 1 a.m. So there weren't many cars on the road. So I was just going 20 miles an hour in a 45, basically praying that my wheel doesn't fall off and I go flying through the windshield. Although right now that might be the most ideal outcome. But yeah, so damn, that's dark. But yeah, good news. So before my car just broke down, right, we were able to scrape together, see if I can show you there, 76 buckaroos, which is huge. That's absolutely huge, because that can buy me 25 days worth of milk, right? So that means, according to my calculations, if payroll for my new job takes 3 weeks, which most likely it will, that's going to stretch me basically up until I get paid. I might have to starve for about 2-3 days, maybe. One of them is today, because I'm not going to the supermarket because they're fucking closed. But yeah, so only really 2 days of no food, which is not a big deal, guys. People in Africa go like a week without food, right? The human body can go like a month without food before you start having issues. So, yeah, I mean, not really a big deal. It's an inconvenience at most, that this all transpired, right? There's always a way out. So yeah, 76 bucks. That's going to stretch us quite a while, which is huge. Especially because before this, I had no food for today or tomorrow. I basically would have just starved to death, right? Now, I would have found a way to make more money, but, starving for one day is better than, not having food for like 5, right? So, quick turnaround on DoorDash. It's a blessing. So unfortunately this happened. It's like I said, it's a minor inconvenience at most. I still have 2 legs. I can walk. I can take the bus, right? Actually, I can't take the bus because a bus ride cost me probably a day of starvation. So, yeah, it's a cruel world. But that's how it is. So yeah, just so you guys know, a couple of my rules about this whole thing, just kind of more like personal values and principles, right? I'm not going to be begging for money, right? In fact, all these videos, regardless of if I get millions of views or whatever, which isn't why I'm doing this, but if I do, I'm not going to advertise, or I'm not going to have any, I'm not going to use this as income at all until maybe I decide to. But yeah, anyways, rule 1, no begging for money, right? That's not even work. You're not even working to get out of your situation. You're basically preying on people's goodwill, right? That's not how the real world works. That's not going to put you in the frame of mind to where, you accept that it's your fault and your responsibility to take yourself out of this situation, right? So if you're just, doing things that an entitled person would do, chances are you're going to sit around and wait for, something good to happen to you rather than making something good happen for you, right? So no begging, no government bullshit, right? No food stamps, unemployment, none of that shit, right? And third rule is everything I have has to be worked for. So no handouts, nothing, absolutely nothing. And those are really only my principles right now. But yeah, so stuff happens, keep moving, right? That's kind of the motto. That's how I'm doing this. So yeah, I mean, it's just kind of ironic that, my car decides to break down right when I'm starting to make money using it. So yeah, I mean, I guess my car is really just somewhere to sleep. So that's really that. But yeah, I think it's ironic that, I was saying earlier how I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky to have this baby. And then, yeah, she just breaks up with me. So it's a cruel world out here. But we keep moving, and, everything's an inconvenience. Nothing is the end of it, right? But, it could always get worse, right? Right when I thought this is as bad as it gets even worse, right? And that can just keep happening and happening and happening. And, if you just sit around and cry about it, that's not helping anybody. That's not helping you. That's not helping anyone around you. It's just putting you in a worse position and putting you in a bad mental frame of mind, right? You have to be mentally strong. You have to be physically capable so you can work. So yeah, that's pretty much that. I'm going to try and film these as much as often as I can, really. I don't want to put a specific schedule on it. But make sure you subscribe, just so you can kind of come along with me on this journey and kind of, see how everything pans out as I see it pan out, right? So I'll be uploading these in real time. I might make some other content too. I don't know what you guys want to see, but for sure we're going to continue with this journey. And yeah, I'm going to update you guys on progress regularly. So yeah.